Finding love in today's times is not an easy thing to do. So we're excited to have Jennifer Styers with us today. She's a relationship coach, and we're going to discuss love and how to find it. Welcome, Jennifer.
Yeah, thank you.
So I guess the question on everyone's mind with all these reality shows about love is, why is love so hard to find?
You know, the place that people need to look for love is within themselves, and there's a process that needs to happen first. Love really is very simple, Ian. It's very, very simple, but people complicate it, especially women.
Oh, really?
I think women are so analytical. They get in their heads about things and analyze things, and what tends to happen is they overanalyze. And I hear men say it all the time. I mean, it's just they'll make something very, very small into something very, very big in a relationship. So, you know, it's a matter of sometimes shutting the mind down
and just letting it happen.
And just letting love happen, because it's very simple and it's very, very natural.
So let's say that you find someone. Have the rules of dating changed these days?
That's what messes people up, is this whole rule thing. And with technology, we're really facing some challenges because of the text message rule. How soon after a date can you text message or call the person? And there's all these games and rules that people have applied. And when it really comes to relationships, there are really no rules. I do think there's an energy, and we can talk about that needs to be present, because I think love is a dance. And so you don't want to come on too strong or too weak, but there really are no rules. And I think that we need to learn to follow our gut and our instincts a little bit more.
I love that, without overanalyzing.
Yes.
You're right. Love is individual to each individual. Love doesn't fit in a mold, and I think so many of us are trying to fit love in a mold.
Right.
Why do you think people are choosing the wrong way?
I think that, number one, love is an individual thing. How we love, how you love, how I love, how each of us love, and what we come into a relationship with is all very different. There is no mold.
Yeah.
And I think where people go wrong is when they get into a new relationship, they have an expectation for people to do something, say something, be something they're not, instead of just being present and saying, who are you? And let me show you who I am. That vulnerability issue is a big thing too. You know, a precursor to love is being vulnerable, is being able to show yourself. But if you don't know yourself,
then how do you show yourself?
That's right. And I think people have gotten so used to hiding, like here's something damaged, or here's, you know, a childhood wound that I have, thinking that 2 years down the road, that person's not going to see it, but they are.
But they will, because it's always there.
It's always there.
And you're right about, I think people get into relationships and they think, okay, you're not perfect, but I can change you.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, and you know what? We can't fix anybody, and I know women do it more than men for some reason. What is it, like we get a puppy or something and we think that we can, you know, we can mold it into what we want? I always say with women have built doll houses since they were kids. You know, you have Barbie Ken, the dollhouse. And there really is no dollhouse, meaning that when you meet somebody, you've got to take all your preconceived notions about life and love and a relationship and really be present with the person that's in front of you. You're building the dollhouse together. You know, that it's a process. And the minute that you try to put an expectation on that person and make them into being somebody that they're not, or being somebody that you're not, then you take the element of the ease and the love and the balance out of love.
Yeah. So how does one go about finding love?
Well, I think the process is first getting to know ourselves. We have to know who we are going into a relationship, and not so much who society says we are, or who our previous boyfriends and girlfriends said we are, and our friends say we are, and our family. It's about really knowing on a soul level who we are and what we bring. What gifts do we have? How do we love? What are our needs? I always recommend the book, The 5 Love Languages, to my clients, because knowing our love languages and how we need to receive love and how we give love is really, really important. And we need to be able to recognize it, because not everybody loves the same. And so finding love is a matter of stripping away what you know about it, you know, and going into a new relationship and a new meeting with somebody with fresh eyes. And not looking at them as marriage material, as so many women do on a first date. Right?
Yeah,
and it's not an interview process. That's a new friend, possibly. You know, you're just getting to know somebody. And don't worry, ask them whatever you want, whatever comes. I think the element of authenticity is so beautiful in getting to know somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, the best relationships happen when your guard is down. And
That's true.
And it's just two
Organic.
people. It's totally organic. And you're just getting to know who that person is and not worrying about impressing them. Because I think authenticity and genuineness impresses people, men and women, both the same.
Do you think that men and women are looking for the same thing when they look for love?
I do. I think that I do think they're looking for the same thing. I think there's different qualities sometimes, but I think at the end of the day, we're all looking to be known, to be seen, for our soul to be seen. And women go into relationships and they don't realize that men are looking for that too. Men want that safe place to go. They want that place where they can cry. They want the place where they can be vulnerable, where they can let themselves be seen. You know, we're open. We're not afraid to bare our souls. We do it to our girlfriends all the time.
All the time.
If women could just stop talking to men like they're some foreign creatures and realize that it's just like you're having your girlfriend, your best girlfriend next to you, because your partner should be your best friend.
There you have it. If you are looking for love or you want to make the love that you have even better, you can always find Jennifer online at www.jenniferstyers.com. What a great conversation. Thank you for coming.
Ba, 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 ba.